Last time, on Whiskey Ridge,
our heroes got a picture of themselves taken at the Silver Dollar Saloon. Stanley then excused himself for the evening, while Buck and Tanner set themselves down for a good old-fashioned drinking contest. One by one, the townsfolk drank themselves silly, until only Tanner, Buck, and Rattlesnake Rollins remained. Rattlesnake won the contest, but only after needing extra shots to beat Buck. Meanwhile, Stanley narrowly avoided disaster by juggling several risky and risque romantic liaisons when he was visited by Elsie Carter, Amelia Sarkisian, and Clara McCheese. The first night of the Rootin Tootin Swashbuckling Jamboree came to an end with Tanner and Buck both passed out in unusual spots, and no memory of the end of the night. When Buck started to clean up the next morning, he discovered a dead body in the alley behind the bar. Buck recognized the victim as the man who had started a bar brawl in the Silver Dollar days before. He had tried to stab Wild Rose and did stab Tanner with a broken beer bottle. A broken beer bottle just like the apparent murder weapon that now sticks out of his chest. Will the festival continue?
If the moon was made of spare ribs, would you eat it?
Yes.
But I'm slathering that butter all over it. I mean, all that butter.
In your privates.
Rootin, a Tootin Swashbuckling Jamboree. Rootin, a Tootin Swashbuckling Jamboree. Rootin, a Tootin Swashbuckling Jamboree.
Stanley,
Yes.
real early on the morning of Saturday of the festival, you get a knock on the door.
Not again. Who is it?
Sheriff, Lucas Hale, open up.
1 minute. All right. I'll just crack the door open a little. Can I help you?
I need everybody downstairs right now.
What's going on?
I'll let you know when you get down there. And he just walks away.
Good for nothing, pigs.
Tanner and Buck, you have already been gathered.
Before we get started, I would like to say that I really love the coyote painting on the wall.
Oh yeah, and the
That's very
the
nice.
little monkey statue is behind the bar too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. Amazing. Okay.
So Stanley, when you get downstairs, you see that everyone's been gathered around, and there's actually a dead body laying on the table here.
Am I in a Columbo episode?
One more thing. Stanley, did anyone spend the night with you?
I don't like to kiss and tell.
So what would happen is that person would sheepishly come down later as though she was somewhere else.
Yeah, I would say that Elsie stayed in that room last night.
Okay. So I'm basically saying that rooms are being rented out by Stanley, Diego Cruz, Ironhead Hayward, and maybe this random dude. This is everyone that stayed in the bar overnight.
What's Jack Hale doing here?
The sheriff says, I don't have anyone doing daycare. I'm afraid I gotta bring him around with me. I don't like it any more than you do.
Okay, I just want to make make sure he wasn't in the whiskey contest, right?
He better not have been.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him, but there ain't much I remember.
Jack Hale comes up to you. He says, I would have won it, you idiot.
Sure you would, buddy.
Calm down now, Jack.
Don't you have like a frog to kill or something?
I wish I did. I'd get him good.
The sheriff says, now, Buck, you're the one that discovered the body,
Yeah, that's right, sir.
and you recognize this man, right?
I do. He was, I'd call him the main instigator the night of the brawl that we mostly peacefully dealt with. He was trying to kill Rose McGill. And Tanner. He almost did kill Tanner.
Yeah, he stabbed me up 2-3 times.
So you would say you have a motive.
Nope, I would not say that I have a motive. He stabbed me. We let bygones be bygones. He went into the jail, so I figured we was all good.
Yeah, how exactly did he get out of the jail, Sheriff? Just out of curiosity.
That's an unfortunate situation right there. He says Arlo had some relatives coming into town, and he wanted to clear out space, seeing that the hotel and this here Silver Dollar was all booked up, and he had me release the couple prisoners that I had to make room for his relatives to stay.
You can't be serious.
That seems...
I didn't like that idea myself, frankly, but this fella here, once he sobered up, he was real apologetic. Said he wouldn't do nothing again. He even said he was going to leave town right away. So I couldn't see much call and holding on to him at that point. I sure as hell didn't think this was going to happen.
So you'd say maybe you've got a motive. Just kidding, Sheriff. Well, let's get to the bottom of this, huh? And
This whole thing is quite peculiar, Sheriff.
making this speedy would be great as account of there's a dead guy on one of my tables.
Yes, I do know that we need to clear this out of here shortly because the bake-off is scheduled to take place here.
I mean, are we that concerned about the bake-off now, Sheriff?
Well, I'm not, but this town has got to keep running, and frankly, the Rootin' Tootin' Swashbuckling Jamboree is one of the biggest things to ever happen here.
Amen to that.
Arlo's all in a tizzy. Now, let me just ask you, who here has an alibi for last night?
I would assume all of us do.
I know I do.
It's a little hazy, but I'm pretty sure we've all got some alibis.
Who are you with, Stanley?
Well, Elsie Carter, an old friend of mine, we were up chatting all night.
And she kind of reluctantly stands behind you and just nods. The sheriff says, all right.
Miss Carter, your left breast is outside of your blouse right now. I want to tuck that
She
in.
tucks it back in. In the background behind the sheriff, you notice that Jack is poking the dead body with a stick.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez, Jack. Stop doing that.
Sheriff says, all right, you, Mr. Hayward. I was in my room. Don't got no alibi. Sheriff says, do you know this man? No, I do not. Whisper and Ruby alibi each other. They were together. Rose and this guy over here alibi each other.
Fucking Hans Mole Man.
Let's give him a name.
Hans Mole Man.
Hans Mole Man.
James C. Calhoun.
How about Hans Calhoun?
Yep, that'll do.
All right.
Brother of the vice president of Andrew Jackson.
Now, Buck, you were pretty hammered. Did you manage to make it upstairs to your room with Sarah?
You know, that's an interesting story, Sheriff. I actually, truth be told, I slept in the mop closet, in Bart's cleaning closet. Wasn't too proud of that information coming out, but, you know, we got to have all the facts here, so that is where I spent the night, amongst the mops and filth.
This guy and his friends did a lot of damage to your bar here, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I did discharge my shotgun and shoot the chandelier down, but yeah, they kind of got the ball rolling.
This here bottle. This one of your beers? And he's pointing to the thing that's sticking out of his chest.
That is a beer bottle. We do serve beer here. Whether it is one of mine, couldn't rightly say. Did you dust it for fingerprints?
Dusting for fingerprints? That sounds more like a forensics type of thing. We're still on 3.
What kind of beer is it, Sheriff?
Is it a Johns and Mullins?
He looks at it and he says, "It is a Johns and Mullins. Now tell me, Tanner, how did you know that? Where did you sleep last night?"
Well, shoot, Sheriff, that's a mighty fine question. Suppose I slept out in the alley. I think I took a little drift outside and sat down and found a comfy place right up against the back of the bar here.
Jesus, Tanner, you could have slept in the goddamn bar.
Look, Buck, I'm not proud of that, but
We got a perfectly suitable coffin right there.
I don't want to inconvenience you in any sort of way, so I just let myself out.
Is that urine and vomit on your boots?
Well, yeah, it is. But hey, here's the good thing: they're both mine. I vomited first, and then I urinated second, and that's how we get the vomit off. So, as you do.
That's pretty clever.
Thanks, Buck.
He goes up to Wild Rose. He says, "Now you were threatened the most by this man, weren't you?" She's got her arms folded and she says,
That's right, what of it?
She says, "I'm just..."
Well, hey, Sheriff. No, I don't think Rose. She didn't get involved in any of this. She was with Hans Calhoun.
"My name is Hans Calhoun.
Yeah, look at him.
That's me. Look at me."
All night, Rose?
Yeah, I was with him all night. What's to you?
Hey, easy, girl. I know you got this new attitude on you, but you being you and him being, well, him,
Hans Calhoun.
I'm just surprised. Not questioning it, that's for sure. Rose says it happened that way, that's the way it happened.
Well, this is a pickle. And you, Mr... This guy says, "Diego Cruz. You have an alibi for last night?"
No, senor. But Diego Cruz has killed no one.
The sheriff shakes his head again. And Jack is poking the corpse, and the corpse actually falls off the table onto a chair and then onto the floor.
Jeez.
All right. I wish I had more time for this questioning, but we gotta get set up for the bake-off. So,
Hey, Sheriff, real quick.
yeah.
After I alerted you to the body, I was still, fairly drunk. But did you, check for footprints or carriage, wheel, tracks, anything? Did you block the scene?
He's like, yeah. Roll psychology.
Buck is going to roll a psychology. Roll it on a 75. 59, success.
Yeah, he didn't do any of those things.
Right, Sheriff. You checked for footprints, okay. Take it you didn't find any.
No. That's a mighty fine idea that I had earlier and did. But,
Yeah, that's Detective 101 right there.
right. Anyway, somebody help me with this body. And Ironhead steps up to help him haul the dead body out of the saloon, and it leaves a big red trail across the floor and up the stairs and out the door.
Jesus.
Bart, get the goddamn bleach. Why did he have to bring the fucking body in my bar?
Jesus Christ, Buck. What the fuck was that?
Shouldn't this have taken place at the station?
I would certainly think so. What is happening?
This guy is out over his skis, man.
Yeah, whatever that means.
It's an Eastern thing, I think. I don't know. Heard it once. Sounded pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even really know what it means.
I don't either, but I like the way that sounds. I might use that. Stanley, what you think of all this?
I don't know what happened here. You guys want to fill me in? What's going on?
Well, we got real drunk. I went outside, take out some trash because I was cleaning up because I wake up early. And that corpse that you just witnessed inside my bar for some goddamn reason was outside the bar with a half a bottle stuck inside of his chest.
Oh, my God.
And I tried to do the right thing, let the sheriff know. Clearly he did jack shit about it, except drag its stinking ass up in here.
What you think of that bottle that was in him? You think that was something from around here? Or?
Most likely.
I know we kind of played it off.
Probably got it out of the dumpster.
You guys know this man?
Yeah, we had a brawl here, and he was causing all kinds of ruckus. Stabbed Tanner a couple times.
Yeah, he got me good. He got me with a bottle, but that doesn't mean I got him back with a bottle. I didn't do that.
Yeah, don't look good though, man.
Well, that's for sure.
I mean, I know you didn't do it, but of all the luck.
Seems all too likely.
Yeah, it's almost like
You guys have any idea who did this?
I haven't got a clue. Pigman? It doesn't seem the MO of the Pigman though.
No, that is true.
Well, listen, we don't need the sheriff coming around here and sniffing around here.
Why's that, Stanley?
I'm just saying, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Okay.
About that sheriff?
Yeah.
I thought that too.
Yeah, perhaps we ought to have this conversation in a more private setting. What time is it, Matt?
It's still very early.
Did I find the body at 6?
Yeah, like basically whenever you got up, you walked outside and it was laying there.
So what's this, like 8?
Yeah, something like that.
8:43 in the morning.
Like, in fact, like Bart and Cactus hadn't even shown up yet. So as they're coming in the door at like 8 o'clock and you're like, clean up that blood stain, Bart's like, what?
Bart, wear some kind of gloves. That's human.
Oh, God.
I'll give you an extra gold for your trouble.
Thanks, Bart. Thanks, Buck.
Yeah, buddy, you got it. Anybody want a beer? This has been a hell of a morning, and I've got a hell of a headache.
I think
I think I do.
I'll take a beer.
All right. Sarah, that okay with you?
Kegs and eggs.
Eggs. I heard something about eggs last night. Can't quite remember what it was.
I can't even believe I'm going to say it again. Sunny side down.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that is. Oh, man, I just thought that was the whiskey. What the fuck is a sunny side down egg?
I don't know, but I bet it's good. That rancher, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about.
I'm going to have to meet that fella.
I think so.
So, the crowd is starting to filter in at like 8:30. Let's just do like a 50-50 roll to see how well Bart does at cleaning. I'll say under 50, everything's cleaned up. 64. So there's still traces of this trail of blood.
Some entrails.
And it causes some of the people to just turn around and not come in.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's not human blood. That's raspberry jam from one of the baked goods that you will be tasting.
Ooh, that's a good lie.
That was a good lie.
Give me a roll on that one.
Buck is rolling on a convince. Rolling on a 60. And he fails with a 73.
Yeah,
Nah, it's blood. You're all right. Buck's gonna start mixing up a special concoction in a big mason jar. He's just cracking raw eggs,
A red eye.
dumping this and that into it, adding some whiskey, 6 beers, and just stirring it.
Buck, what you got going on over there? Is that some sort of hair of the dog?
You know it is. I call this the Good Morning Vietnam.
I don't know what that means. It probably makes sense in the future, but can I get me one of those?
Yeah, that's why I made this big old jar.
Yeah, let's chug this, baby.
Stanley, how you feeling? You want one of these?
Well, Ho Chi Minh, I'll take one.
These jokes are gonna kill in 100 years.
I think I could use a drink.
3 Vietnams coming up.
Sarah seems a little distant with you this morning.
I was worried about that. Can I roll something to make her not? I don't like when she's upset. And I know I've been a real jerk lately. Maybe I'll get her something. Oh yeah, you know what? Buck's gonna run into town to one of the shops and get something.
Flowers?
He's starting to feel better from this Good Morning Vietnam.
All right. So
Yeah, that was quite surprising.
you step outside. It's a beautiful morning with crisp, dry air. Temperatures are in the 60s, and there's not a cloud in the sky. The first food stalls have opened up, filling the streets with the scent of hot coffee and sweet fried breads. More hearty meals of eggs and fatback bacon are being served for the late-night revelers and the contestants of the whiskey drinking contest.
Oh yeah, boy.
Children are bobbing for apples or drawing pictures in the dirt. A petting zoo has been set up on the west end of town. On the church end of the street, the scaffolding behind the main stage has begun to take shape. A 40-foot man stands on one leg and one solid tree-sized stump. His long arms reach out towards the town. Is that a cutlass in his right hand? His features are still unclear, but an unusual and decidedly uncowboy-like hat sits upon his head.
God, am I dreaming still? Buck's gonna run back to the bar and tell Stanley and Tanner to get on out here because they got hangover food. And it looks and smells delicious.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get me some of that. I gotta get rid of this hangover.
They got fat back.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me some.
I think it's fair to say that Tanner and Stanley would be wondering what the deal with the scaffolding is.
Are they, what are they, having a hanging here or what?
No, man, this is the grand finale of the Jamboree. I'd tell you, but I don't want to spoil it. I wish I didn't know anything about it, because it's going to just rock your socks off.
Is that a saying?
What does that mean? What is this thing that we're looking at?
Oh, you'll see. You'll thank me when you know why I didn't tell you.
All right, I guess I'll trust you.
Stanley, this is a little peculiar.
I've never seen anything like this.
You see some people juggling in the crowd. There's a guy who's blowing out fire. Another guy swallowing swords.
I think you mean breathing fire.
What did I say? Swallowing fire?
No, he's blowing out matches. He lights a match and just blows it out. Like, ooh,
That's what Matchstick is doing. He's getting paid.
Yeah, classic matchstick.
And Arlo comes out. And he says,
Howdy. Time for the first event of the day. The bake-off will be held in the Silver Dollar Saloon in 10 minutes.
and people start clamoring back towards there.
All right, boys, I'm definitely going to have to get back for that because I'm on thin ice as is, but I'm going to pop into the apothecary and pick something up for Sarah.
You know, they have my aphrodisiac on consignment there.
I'm not sure that's in the cards for right now. I think I need something a little more, foundational. We got to build back up to the aphrodisiac time.
I got you.
But maybe I'll grab a bottle anyway just to have in my back pocket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you purchasing a bottle of aphrodisiac for 5 gold?
Sure.
Jesus, John's making so much money in this fucking game.
Stanley, you going to charge me 5 full gold for that?
I'll tell you what. Tell her it's a deal. 3 gold.
3 gold. All right. Buck's gonna grab a bottle of Sarah's favorite perfume.
Bless your heart, Buck. I hope she enjoys it, Prudence says.
That is her favorite, right, Prudence?
Oh, I think she likes lily and lilac myself, but you should know best.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got confused because I'm the whiskey drinking contest and all, but yeah, give me a bottle of the lily lilac and a bottle of the aphrodisiac. And Stanley said 3 gold for that.
Say there, Prudence. I heard you singing over at the contest. I thought you had a real nice voice. I just wanted to let you know that.
Aw, shucks, Tanner. And she blushes. Give me some kind of charisma, personality.
All right, rolling on a 50. Rolls a 50?
No. Well,
Wait,
he rolls a
rolled
1.
a 1.
Yeah. You've made quite an impact on Prudence with this comment. And she's smiling as you leave the store.
Damn, Tanner. She's fucking all kinds of shades of blush.
Well, Buck, she got a real nice voice. She's a good woman, that Prudence.
Yeah, she's an enigma, I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
One minute she's in the whiskey drinking contest, one minute she's singing songs, next minute she's driving a flaming carriage around.
Jeez, that might be my kind of woman. Who knows?
She just seems to be everywhere. Truth be told, she probably should have won the chili cook-off too.
Oh, except,
But that's a story for another time.
yeah.
I heard she was sucking on a chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze.
Which one was a Tasty Freeze? Is that near the fried dough?
Yeah, that's right by there.
Is that like a snow cone?
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever the hell that is.
Hey, Stanley, did you ever find that, did you ever procure some ice? Remember you were going to get ice for Mrs. McCheese's mint julep?
Oh, yeah.
Because I got an idea for you if you want.
Oh, really? What do you got?
Well, there's only one place in town with ice. And, I think the sheriff just brought a package there, if you catch my drift.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a little devious, but there is a back door to the morgue.
You're talking about the Undertaker.
Yeah, they keep the dead bodies on ice, keep down the stink.
You think that anybody will be in there during the contest?
Well, I think Whisper's over at the bacon contest. So, no, I don't think anyone will be there except, that corpse.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Maybe don't get the ice from under the corpse, but they probably have some fresh stuff in there.
I'll take whatever I can get.
Yeah. She won't know.
Okay, so the bake-off is about to begin. Are you going to attempt to do this now, or are we going to the bake-off?
They can go to the bake-off. I'll make a quick pit stop.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm going to run there and smooth over with Sarah because I feel like you wanted her to have a quick combo.
All right, let's deal with John first. All right, deviousness. What do we got for skills? I'd like you to actually pick a lock to get in, but I don't think that's a real skill.
I have a lock-picking skill.
Oh, it does.
If Stanley doesn't have 100 in devious,
I have a 40 in lock-picking.
Oh, no way.
Hell yeah! All right, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to roll a 40 on lock-picking.
Oh, yes.
A crit success with a 22.
That's amazing.
Okay, so you pick the lock and
I'm throwing rocks tonight.
always are.
with a 22, when you jiggle the lock open and you open the door, there was actually a piece of gold that was up on the door sill, and it falls off into your hand. So give yourself a goal.
All right.
And, all right, I didn't expect this, but we're going to the morgue. All right, John, you need to describe this place.
It looks like the inside of a log cabin, one big room, no windows. There's half a dozen or more coffins that are laid out. There is a very dingy table up against the eastern wall that has a corpse on it. There's like a sink. It looks like that maybe that's where some preparation takes place. I don't know. There's a table and chairs and maybe a stove, and it's very sparse other than the counter with the corpse preparation area and the coffins in the northern part of the room.
That rug really ties the room together, though.
It does. There is a solitary rug, 4x8 foot rug.
Roll observation.
Observe.
I don't have a very good observation, but here we go. I'm rolling, must be a 30. 68. Fail.
So you're looking around, but you don't see any ice in here.
Maybe he doesn't see any clean ice.
Yeah, you see ice on the bodies, but not nowhere.
That is nasty.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna chip some of that ass.
Oh no.
Okay, roll 50-50, but I'm not gonna tell you which one is which.
Okay. 73.
Okay.
Now Matt decided what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The GM says Stanley passed this roll.
All right, but you got yourself some ice.
Is there running water in that sink?
It's not running, but there's like a bucket and there's water.
Is there clean water?
It's the 1800s. There is no running water.
Yeah, and it's the 1800s. There's no clean water.
Everybody got dysentery.
I washed the ice off real quick in a bucket of water and scoop it back up.
All right, roll a 50-50 again.
And then Matt decides what happens.
40.
The GM says Stanley passed this roll too. He sure is lucky. Clara McCheese could have got a disease.
Is the body wearing any clothing?
Well, there's actually two bodies here. There's
Okay.
the guy that just got pulled in, and there's this more desiccated corpse laying here.
Either of them have clothing on them?
The one that just came in from the Silver Dollar does. The other one doesn't.
I'm just gonna search him, see if he's got any gold on him.
Sure.
I think it's still an observation.
Yeah, do that.
All right, got a 30. 98.
Oh my god.
I better get out of here.
He had a dirty syringe in his pocket, and you poked yourself.
Yeah, you didn't find anything on him.
All right, I'm leaving.
All right.
I gotta run over to what's her name, give her this ass.
Well, you probably ought to get a mint julep into it first.
You just hand her some dirty ice.
Oh, some blood ice.
I'm gonna run to the Silver Dollar Saloon and have a mint julep made up.
Maybe she's there.
I like the idea that you're just running through town with this ice that's melting in your hand. Gotta get there. All right, so you're...
You ought to get Miss McCheese into the Silver Dollar just so we can see this thing play out.
Sure, she's there for the bake-off. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
She's a big pie eater.
So you get back and you run up to the bar, but Buck is busy. He's got like 3 customers ahead of you, and the ice is just slowly melting in your hand.
Okay. Is Sarah waiting on anybody?
Yeah, she's actually trying to clean up the blood stain with Bart.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run behind the bar, throw the ice in a glass, and start making the mint julep.
Oh my god.
Okay, what does Buck think of this?
Oh,
Hey, Buck, I got the ice. This was your idea.
yeah, man, get that thing in one of those copper cups over there.
All right.
I'll walk you through this.
All right. What comes next? What comes next? I got the ice. I got the ice in here. What do I do now? Whiskey?
The guys at the bars are like,
2 Mullins and Johns, please.
Yep, coming up, fellas. Hang on one sec.
Make that 3. I'll take 1 too.
All right, Stanley, grab a couple of them mint leaves from that bucket.
All right.
Throw in a teaspoon and a half of sugar.
Sugar. Where's the sugar?
It's in that jar labeled sugar.
Got it. I got it.
All right. You got the ice in there. Add a little club soda. It's in the bottle underneath the bar.
Okay.
And give yourself a healthy pour of bourbon into that.
All right.
And make haste, friend, because she looks...
I think I got it, Buck.
All right, get. All right, 3 beers coming up.
Stanley's walking up to Clara. You hear her say,
Oh, I'm so parched.
Hey, Clara.
Oh, Stanley. Hello.
I got you that mint julep I promised you, with ice.
Oh,
I have my ways.
this is just how we used to make it down south in Ottawa.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
you should roll something for how well you did this.
Is it a bluff?
No, I'm talking about making the actual drink.
Let's hope Bart didn't mix up the salt and sugar again.
Oh, Bart.
Oh, God damn it.
He should get a bonus because Buck told him how to do it.
Yeah,
He wasn't just winging it.
Buck has a 30 in knowledge. So, why don't you roll that first? But give yourself... take a plus 20 to that.
Ooh, dang.
Buck's rolling a knowledge on a 50. On a 50, he gets an 8.
Okay, so you have
Nice.
successfully imparted your knowledge to Stanley. So, Stanley, roll a reflexes with a plus 10.
Okay, so I'm rolling reflexes on 60.
Damn.
16 success. Neither of us needed the bonus.
True. Okay, so her drink is delicious. She's like, Stanley Clark, you just continue to impress.
Oh, my.
I'll see you at the square dancing.
And I'll see you in hell.
No, just kidding. Sarah comes back behind the bar. She's squeezing blood out of the mop she's using.
Jesus.
Hey, Sarah, I picked you up a little something at Prudence's shop, and he gives her a nicely gift-wrapped bottle of lily and lilac perfume, her favorite. I know I've been a real jerk lately. A lot of things have been going on, and my communication hasn't been great, and I apologize for that. I hope you can forgive me.
So she accepts your gift and nods to you. Thank you.
Once the Jamboree's over, we're going to take a little relaxation trip. We're going to get away for a few days.
Buck, I hate to ask. You didn't kill that guy, did you?
Now, Sarah, you don't think I killed a man, do you?
No, but you didn't come upstairs.
Yeah, no, that does look weird. But all I did was crawl into Bart's cleaning closet, sleep with my head on that bloody mop you got in your hand, and tried to sleep for a few hours, and I just started cleaning, and then I found that dead guy. Honestly, even if I had it in me to kill a man, I don't think last night I'd even be capable of it. I think he'd have rolled me.
Okay, Buck. I trust you.
Thank you, Sarah.
It's time for the bake-off.
Let's taste some pie.
This is going to be like the craft fair. So, except this time I want each one of you to actually describe the picture. So we'll say John described the first two, Sean will do the second two, and Buck J will do the third.
Buck J.
Third two.
Let's do this.
Maybe we'll vote for the top two as we're going through these. Keep your top two in mind. Okay. So Stanley will describe the first entrance. The first entrant in the bake-off is...
God, I love those things.
This is a round, fluffy peanut butter cookie with a piece of chocolate that is sort of pressed into the top of
It's
it.
a Hershey Kiss, John. Call it what it is.
Yeah.
Well, back then,
They might have existed back then.
I don't think in 1860. What year is this?
1869.
69.
No, I don't think so.
God, I love those cookies.
So, yeah, okay. So it's a Hershey Kiss pressed into the top of a peanut butter cookie,
Yeah.
and it looks delicious.
Best of both worlds.
It's called a peanut butter blossom.
They are delicious.
Contestant number 2 in the bake-off.
Oh,
Oh, sick.
Is this also mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a probably what looks to be it's a green cupcake. I hope to God that it's pistachio flavored, but it might be Mountain Dew flavored.
I was going to say guacamole flavored.
Oh.
Can you imagine a guacamole flavored cupcake?
So it's a green cupcake with a green frosting with Dorito dust sprinkled all over it, with one piece of Dorito that's firmly plunged into the top.
I bet it's a spicy Dorito too. That's not a normal Dorito. That's an extra spicy.
It's a Dorito cupcake.
Sick.
That would probably be good if it actually was a guacamole cupcake with a Dorito stuck in it.
Ugh.
That's a pretty fucking good idea.
Sean, you're the only other person that doesn't like Cool Ranch. Everybody likes Cool Ranch.
I agree with you. I very, very few people dislike Cool Ranch. I think they're the most disgusting thing on the face of the earth.
I agree.
I've never eaten a Cool Ranch Dorito.
Oh God, they're so fucking gross.
Nor a spicy.
Matt's sitting there like, oh God, I hate these two assholes. They're so good.
No, I don't dislike them, but I can understand not liking it because it's a very like chemical flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking Dorito.
Yeah, but even like Doritos themselves at least pretend to be cheesy. The Cool Ranch is just like they're not even pretending.
Exactly.
You could see the little chemical specks.
Yeah.
Nobody above the age of 8 should eat any flavor of a Dorito.
Shut up,
Sorry.
Jay. I love
Sorry.
Doritos.
Sorry, patrons.
That's not. I'm gonna have to cut that part out, or we'll lose all our funding.
Brought to you by Dorito.
All right.
Sorry, Doritos.
Tanner, here
Yeah.
is contestant number 3
All
in
right.
the bake-off.
Now we're talking.
So what we've got here is a cast iron cornbread situation.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I got some pats of butter in another smaller cast iron. Got some eggs in a basket. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good southern country breakfast right there.
I go to town on that whole pan.
Yeah, that looks fucking amazing though. Very nice.
I'm gonna make one of those.
Yeah,
You should.
I'm gonna fucking make one of those.
That's a nice cast iron pan.
indeed.
Both of them.
Yep.
I like the mini one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the butter in it. Like that's a very nice. That's a nice setup.
The next contestant in the bake-off.
Oh my
Is this me?
God.
Is this still me?
Yep. Yep.
Shit. Good God. All right, so this is 12 cookies, 4 across, 3 down. They are all very menacing, from upper left, like teeth to it's all like teeth bitey stuff from the top row. The middle row seems a bit dysfunctional and a bit crazy on account of their eyes being really wacky, and then the bottom row is actually a very strange combination of an eye missing on one cookie to 3 eyes being on another cookie, and the whole thing is just totally bizarre.
Would you say those are oatmeal raisin cookies?
I would like to have a cookie now.
Yeah, I'd eat them, but they are fucked up.
Yeah,
They either look scary or scared.
they seem to be oatmeal raisin, but I would want a chocolate chip cookie, I guess.
I love an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I do too. They're very tasty. Warm, man, those things are the best.
All right, Buck, the next entrant.
Bring it. Okay. What we have here is a peach blueberry pie with beautiful lattice work on top. The crust is golden brown and just baked to perfection. The inside is gooey while still maintaining its form. It's a beautiful pie.
What did you say the filling was?
That is peach blueberry.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay.
2 of my favorite fruits.
All right.
Yeah, that's a nice pie.
That was a nice pie.
And the final entrant.
Oh, God. What we have here in position number 6 of the Rootin' Tootin' Swashbuckling Jamboree Bake-Off is a disgusting cup of Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. That can go to hell, and anyone who fucking drinks it can go to hell. And anybody who says pumpkin spice latte, or even worse,
PSL.
the acronym of PSL, can also go to hell. And that's what you have there.
It's time for the voting. These should all be in your journal if you want to take a look at anything.
Oh my God, that was fucking amazing.
They're in your journal if you want to reminisce about them desserts.
Let me know when you guys have your top 2.
I'm ready. Hey, either you guys want another Good Morning Vietnam? I'm going to pour me one more.
Yeah, I'll take another.
I'll take one more.
Okay.
Tanner?
Tanner's really putting a lot of thought into this contest.
Sorry, give me a second. I gotta say, peanut butter blossoms.
That's your number 1?
Number 1?
That's my number 1.
Jesus, Tanner, you don't open with number 1.
All right, does anybody else have that one in their top 2?
Fuck, what were mine? I think I wrote down the wrong. I think I wrote down the wrong numbers, but I remember them by name. No, that was in my top 2, but it's technically number 3.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it's my number 3 as well.
It'll make sense someday.
Okay. Tanner, what's your number 2 then?
That is going to be the Dorito cupcakes.
What the fuck, Tanner?
Look, every once in a while, I like gross things. I can't explain it.
Like when you pee on your boots?
Yeah, man. Why do you gotta bring that up again?
I'm still drunk, man. Sorry.
Buck, what's your top 2?
All right. My second place is the cornbread. but I'm slathering that butter all over it. I mean, all that butter is going on that cornbread. And I'm going to town on that cast iron pan. Number 1, peach blueberry pie.
PBP?
No, we don't. No. We don't use acronyms here. It's peach blueberry pie.
It's the PBP, not the PBB or the PSL.
Shut the fuck up about the PSL. You can go to hell.
Stanley, top 2.
I believe it or not, I'm a little bit surprised myself, but it's the same exact selections as Buck.
Way to go, Stanley.
Jesus Christ.
This guy gets me. It's the simple pleasures in life.
Oh, fucking hell.
I mean, that cornbread and that pie, I don't know how you beat that. I mean, I like those peanut butter cookies. Those are number 3 for sure, but I don't know how you beat those other 2.
They're classics for a reason, you know? They stand the test of time.
I like those Doritos.
Get out of here, Tanner. Have another beer. Tanner, you know what? I'm starting to think you fucking stabbed that guy.
Hey, no, don't say things like that. Hey, Buck, come on now.
Just kidding, man.
You don't mean that.
I'm all sorts of out of my mind. Maybe I stabbed him.
Hey, don't say things like that.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah, so when they reveal that the winner of the bake-off was the peach blueberry pie, that was made by Grandma Goose.
Grandma, you nailed it.
Oh, Grandma.
This is someone who knows Buck. She lives in Lukenbach, but she was friends with your parents, and she knew you when you were just a little kid.
I'm going to go give her a big hug.
You do 1 point of damage.
I'm so proud of you, Grandma. I just, when I tasted that pie, I'm like, God damn, this tastes just like Grandma Goose's pie, but I didn't know you was here. Did you get the train down?
She reaches up and pinches your cheek. She says, "Oh, Grizzle, it's so good to see you."
Yep, you're the only one I let do that.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I made my way down. I've missed you so ever since your mom and pa passed away.
Yeah, I don't get up there enough to see you, but I was just telling Sarah we're going to get out of here for a few days. Maybe we'll go, we'll head to Lukenbach if you'll have us for, a night or 2.
Oh, you come up anytime. I'd love to have you up there.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be great to catch up.
How your sisters doing? Lori, Lucy, Linda, Lenore, and Lisa?
They're great.
Your brother Billy?
Billy, yep, Billy's good.
He's doing good?
Yeah.
So good to see you.
How's your brood doing?
Well, me and Gabriel the kid, we've been out at our homestead up in Lukenbach.
Sure.
You know how we do it.
Oh, yeah, Lukenbach style.
Every Saturday night we hold a rave.
Still doing that, huh? At your age.
He spins the 1s and 2s. My kid Gabriel.
Yep. We could all aspire to be like you, Grandma.
You come up there sometime.
Definitely will. Hey, you still drinking whiskey? Let me get you one on the house.
Make that a double. Woo!
Oh, yeah, I'll make it a triple. I know how you like to roll.
Thank you, Grizzle.
Grandma, careful now. Nobody knows my nickname down here, but I do love when you call me that, on account of all the grizzle I used to eat.
All right. And she goes to have a seat, and you get her a drink.
It's the biggest glass of whiskey anybody at the bar has ever seen. They're like, what the hell? He just basically pours the entire bottle of bourbon into one glass and just goes and puts it in front of her.
Awesome.
She just beams, licks her toothless grin.
Real quick, the other contestants in the bake-off. The Dorito cupcakes were made by Josiah Sarkisian. The cornbread was made by Mason Dixon.
Oh, hell yeah.
Damn, no shit.
The freaky cookies were made by Jack Hale.
Obviously.
And the pumpkin spice latte was brought in by Prudence.
Well, you can't win at everything, Brudens. And you can take that drink straight back to hell.
The peanut butter blossoms were made by Ironhead Hayward.
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
Nope.
So the crowd is enjoying the food. They get to kind of eat the spoils after the contest, and everyone's having a good time. And you find yourselves, maybe you grab another drink, and you guys are just kind of sitting by yourselves, Buck, Tanner, and Stanley. And it's kind of the first time that you guys have been off by yourselves in a while.
Hey, guys, listen. I know that you've been, you were asking for my help with this, these anomalies going on here, and with these pig men. And I'm happy to help out, but I've got a little situation of my own. I came here to find my family's land, and I have that map. And well, if you guys help me do this, I'll help out with trying to find out what's going on with those pig men.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I was thinking I could take that map up, maybe run it by Jeff and Tallpine, see if they can make sense of those canyons.
I'd be mighty appreciative, and as a token of that appreciation, I want to tell you a little gossip I heard. There's a couple of guys in town that I heard are interested in robbing this place.
Robbing the Silver Dollar?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a rumor I heard.
Who'd you hear that from?
I can't tell you who I heard it from, but I can tell you who they are. You help me find this here place, or you agree to help me find it, I'll tell you who they are.
Yeah, man, I'm all in.
All right, sounds like a deal. There's a guy by the name of Biggins, or Biggs. I'm sorry. There's a guy by the name of Biggs McKinnon. Wait, is it Biggs McKinnon?
Yeah.
Let me go over that again. There's a guy by the name of Biggs McKinnon.
That strong man?
Yeah, another man named Levi. I heard that they were casing out the joint.
Damn. I have to hire some extra guns around here.
Now, you didn't hear that from me.
No, of course not.
But when you least expect it, they're going to be coming by here.
Well, I appreciate that info, Stanley.
They're probably waiting for the time when they think that there's the most cash here.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Stanley, while we're speaking honestly, let me run a quick something by you, if you don't mind.
Shoot.
Back when we were up the ranch down there by the aquifer, you got knocked out.
Crumpust Farm.
I don't really remember, but yeah.
Yeah, but when you got knocked out, we brought you back to town. The sheriff went ahead and searched your person.
Yeah.
He found some documentation. Said he claimed. Now I didn't see it, but he claimed that this documentation said your name was Phil Crudup, which I thought was odd.
Yeah, what he doesn't know is that I have that documentation because that's one of my family members that owns that land. I'm taking that as proof of owning this here property that I'm looking for. Phil Crudup is one of my uncles on my mother's side.
Gotcha. Can Buck roll a psychology on Stanley?
Yes.
Buck is going to roll a psychology on a 75. This is a big roll. 37.
Yes.
Success.
Nice.
I'm rolling a psychology on the Phil Crudup being his uncle story.
You would guess that Phil Crudup is not his uncle.
Okay. But Buck does not let on any kind of sign of that. He's just happy to have Stanley on board.
Anything else you guys want to say to each other?
Are you gonna bang the mayor's wife?
I had the opportunity last night. She came to my room.
Mrs. McCheese did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Ooh-wee.
Well, it's a long story, but I had basically a revolving door, people knocking on that. It's hard to sleep here, you know? There was about 25 people knocking on my door last night.
Really?
It's those aphrodisiacs.
Oh, people wanted to buy them?
No, people had taken them.
Afromaniacs.
Amazing.
How many of those things you give out?
Oh, I've sold, I don't know. I've sold dozens.
Dozens?
Yeah.
Who was the strangest person that came knocking?
The preacher.
The preacher?
Yeah. Sarkasian? Ezekiel
Really?
Sarkasian?
Wow.
He was looking for Josiah, who was looking for Amelia.
Oh, yeah, they got a little thing going on.
Yeah, she was hiding in my closet at the time.
Jesus, Stanley. You got to be careful, man. Don't forget, everybody's armed.
I got it under control. It was quite a night.
I guess so. I was down here getting drunk as hell. Some dude's out back getting murdered. You was up in your room getting solicited.
I wonder if the mole man it murdered that guy.
Ooh, Hans?
Yeah.
You got info on that, or you just speculating?
I'm just speculating.
You think you know who did it?
Well, I think the person, I'm not going to say anything, but Tanner's got a hell of a reason to kill the man.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that. He stabbed me, and we ended the fight, and that was it.
Weren't you drinking the same beverage that came out of that bottle?
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Well, I won't say anything. I know that. I'm just telling you what I heard around town.
So you think the sheriff's looking at Tanner?
That's what my sources are telling me.
You got a lot of sources, huh?
Yes, I do.
That might be useful.
I think I've ingratiated myself to most of the town folk here, and well, a lot of people like to talk.
I think it's best that you keep doing this, Stanley. I think this is a real good plan.
Would you fellas ever want to smoke that book together?
Smoke?
Yeah,
That magic book that knocked me out?
yeah.
When you say smoke, are you talking about inhale?
When I went up to the Apache village, I smoked that book. They put it in the pickle pipe, in the dilly pipe, and I smoked it.
And how was it?
I saw things.
Like what?
Things that didn't make sense, but I think they're important. Just saying, offers on the table if you guys ever want to partake.
Will you still have some to smoke?
Oh, I still have the book and the pipe.
I think we go here, find that their land, and have ourselves a peace pipe session.
On the new land. On Phil Crudup's land, your uncle.
Well, my land now, but yeah, he passed away.
Oh, he did. He left it to you?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it might seem like the wild, wild west out here, but they're sticklers for paperwork. You got all the documentation you need?
I've got the deed. I've got identification from Phil, and I've got his will.
Okay. Well, yeah. Today, let's hunt down that land and figure out this whole pigman situation.
You got yourself a goddamn deal.
One last thing, Stanley. That prostitute from the hotel, she didn't bring any bed bugs over here, did she?
She's not a prostitute. She's an old friend of mine. She's just passing through here, and when I heard she was over there, I told her, "You better go burn all those clothes." and get yourself some new ones. So I didn't want any bed bugs in my room, so there shouldn't be any over here. I had her take precaution.
All right, that's good. But you ran into an old friend of yours in Whiskey Ridge? Where, from Louisiana?
Yeah, she's passing through.
Where's she headed?
She's headed out to California.
California.
That is a mighty fine coincidence.
It's serendipitous, I like to think.
Perhaps.
You're a man of mystery, Mr. Clark, but I like our deal.
All right.
Who wants a good morning Vietnam?
It's gone beyond hair of the dog and back into getting drunk.
Ciao!
Me?
No, John.
John?
John.